Hi everyone, I'm Park Hye-yeon from the University of Oxford. Today I'm presenting our work, Adaptive 3D Localization of 2D Freehand Ultrasound Brain Images. Basically, with 2D Freehand Ultrasound scanning, we are trying to predict the plane location of each scan in the 3D brain atlas. More than that, we need to make sure that a single trained model can be applied on images acquired from any machines or from any clinical settings without further cost. This application is clinically important in the sense that 2D freehand ultrasound is routinely used for monitoring fetal growth, where navigation of the probe plays an important role in the scanning. This work tries to assist this task with computer-aided solution. Nevertheless, several challenges are involved. First, acquiring training data locations is difficult. Also, unlike many prior ultrasound navigation studies, external tracking sensors may not be used because the fetus will move inside the womb during scanning. Furthermore, in practice, images can be from infinitely many different domains. In order to tackle these challenges, we propose AdLocUI, which adaptively localizes 2D ultrasound images in the 3D atlas. To adjust the difficulty of obtaining training data, we basically train our model with 2D slices sampled from 3D volumes, which can be adapted to new images with our proposed unsupervised cycle consistency. Therefore, for the whole framework, we only need a small number of co-aligned 3D volumes for training. AdLocUI has 3 stages. For the training, 2D slices are sampled from 3D ultrasound volumes. A regression confident is trained to predict the 3D plane locations L and the pairwise displacements D. The trained confident can then be fine-tuned with some target domain 2D ultrasound images in an unsupervised manner. Basically, we make use of the cycle consistency, where the overall displacement of a sequence of images must equal to the displacement from the first image to the last image of that sequence. In the example shown here, the displacement from Si to Sk, which is dik, must equal to the compound displacement from Si to I1, then to I2, to I3, and back to Sk. Since dik is known, and the confident can predict the red Ds, minimizing the differences between the known dik and the predicted displacement sequence can be used to retrain the confident. Finally, the fine-tuned confident can be used on images from the new domain. We first tested on 2D images sampled from 3D volumes, which are different from the training volumes. We compared AdLocUI with different popular unsupervised domain adaptation baselines, as well as the supervised oracle. Under 2 different settings, our proposed approach performed much better than the baselines, with performance just slightly worse than the supervised oracle, which needs labels for retraining, where AdLocUI doesn't. We also tested on video sequences of 2D native freehand scans. Using the predicted location, 2D slices are sampled from 3D atlas to compare with the corresponding input ultrasound scan. The red arrows indicate that our predictions so much better match with the input scan, suggesting our predictions are much more accurate. AdLocUI has several potential applications in practice. For example, it can be used for sensorless scanning guidance, which can be used for training and other purposes. Also, it can be used for slice-to-volume reconstruction. More importantly, our proposed framework is designed to generalize to different machines and settings, which are crucial for real-life applications. For more information of this work, please visit our project webpage. Thank you.